Hello, welcome to Stampin' by Hannah. Thank you for joining me today. Today I thought I would share this fun technique with you and show exactly how you are going to emboss with your cutting dies. And I just think this is so cool. And this die in particular, it has got to be one of my favourites of all time. It is absolutely stunning. And I have heaps of things I want to do with it. And I'm so glad that it's with me for at least a whole year, because it's in the brand new Stampin' Up annual catalogue. Anything you see on my channel you can purchase in my online store, link is in the down bar below, and I would really appreciate it if you would like, comment and subscribe while you're here too. Shall we get started with this fun technique? This card uses one of the new bundles from the Stampin' Up 2018 annual catalogue. This is the Abstract Impressions bundle. You get this fabulous stamp set and the beautiful Springtime Impressions Thinlits dies with this fabulous corner die that's beautiful. And when you buy the two together, you get 10% off. You could buy them separately, completely able to do that, but get them together and save that 10% because I think that's a bargain deal. This corner die is, I've taken it out of the box this morning before I started filming, and it's just gorgeous. Cannot get enough. And the first thing I wanted to do with it was this really very cool embossing technique. So I'm going to pull my Big Shot over and I'm going to show exactly how to do this first before we create the rest of our card. So I have got my Big Shot. Now I've got an older style Big Shot, one of the pink ones, pink and black ones. But I have got a brand new Big Shot platform on here. This has been in the Stampin' Up catalogue a little while, but I would like to say I've invested, but I didn't, because I bought it with Stampin' Rewards, which I think is quite possibly the coolest thing in the entire world. Being able to get fabulous things like that for free just makes my job awesome. So, Big Shot platform, standard cutting base plate. I've then got a piece of Flirty Flamingo, and this is cut to 10 centimetres by 14.3, which is half a centimetre shorter and narrower than my card base. I'm going to pop my die onto there, just like that, just inside the lines. It just about fits. And then I'm going to grab some retired washi tape, because I know what we're all like. We all like the look of tape. It's always very pretty and we never get around to using it. So we've all got heaps of the stuff, and this is how we're going to use it. So we're going to tape our die onto that piece of cardstock, just only a little corner, doesn't need to be very much, and then we're going to turn it over. Okay, so that die is now hidden behind that piece of cardstock. Then this is the secret weapon. This is the Stampin' Up Big Shot Embossing Mat pack. It comes with 3 mats. You've got a grey thick silicone. You're going to put that to one side, don't need that for today. And then we've got a blue thin silicone and the white impressions plate, and that's what we're going to use for this technique. So you then want to put your blue silicone mat over the top. This is thinner. If I grab my silicone craft sheet, you'll be able to see that's quite thick. This is really, like, I can screw that into a ball. I'd really struggle to screw that into a ball, yeah? So, the thicker grey mat is a little bit thinner as well than the craft sheet. So, pop your blue one onto the top, and then that white impressions plate over there on top of that. And we're going to run that through our Big Shot. Just like that. My Monday video next week also uses the new embossing mats in a different way. So I've got heaps of techniques with these. I think they're fabulous. So I do have one thing to show you as well. If you use the grey mat instead of the blue one, this is what you end up with. Yeah, can you see? It's like, it's almost cut. There's holes in it, and it's just, and then it ripped when I took the washi tape off. So you don't want to use the grey one, you want to use the blue one for this. Take them off, you'll find it's really static, but that's okay. We're going to then peel that blue mat away and turn that over and look at That is so pretty. It is, oh, just can't get enough. So beautiful. But you can see, if I put those two side by side, you can see exactly that has been, it's almost cut. It's really very nearly cut. And this one, it's almost cut in places, but most of it's just embossed, which is so pretty. I'm going to put that in the bin where it belongs. Then I have got a card base of Flirty Flamingo, and I know somebody's going to say, oh my gosh, Hannah, you're using so many dies on this card, because I have then gone ahead and used my stitched shapes framelets to cut out a stitched circle and my layering circles to cut out a scalloped one. But they are staples in my craft room. I can't do without those. I'm sorry, but they are absolute staples. So, snail on the back of our emboss piece, and I'm going to put quite a bit on, just because it is embossed. It has got a bumpy texture, and I want to make sure it stays stuck. So, layer that onto our card base like so, and then we just need to do our little bit of stamping. And I have grabbed the Coordinating Abstract Impressions stamp set, and I've got 3 ink colours. I have got Melon Mambo, which is this darker pink colour, Flirty Flamingo, which is the colour of our card base, and Pear Pizzazz. This stamp set is photopolymer, which is great because it means you can see through it and you perfect alignment every single time. So I'm going to ink up my it's a kind of grass, looks like grass, yeah. In Pear Pizzazz, I'm going to stamp it off once and stamp it onto kind of 1/2 of my stitch circle. Do exactly the same again and pop it down next to. For the stalks of our flowers, so we've then got this really fun, it almost looks like poppy fields once you've stamped it, I think. I'm going to ink that up in Flirty Flamingo, stamp that off, and then stamp that down on the top. Just like that. Isn't that so pretty? I've seen some fabulous things with this, and gold heat embossing and all sorts. This is the first card I've made with this bundle. You can guarantee there will be plenty coming with this one in the coming months. And then I've grabbed a sentiment that says kindness changes everything, because I think that is honestly the truth. And that is inked up in Melon Mambo. I'm going to stamp that full strength over the top. That Melon Mambo will dye those photopolymer stamps, but you know what? It just means that they're well loved. Snail on the back of there. Onto that scalloped circle. And then I just want 3 standard size Stampin' Dimensionals onto the back. And there is our card finished. Thank you ever so much for joining me today here at Stampin' by Hannah. As I said at the very beginning, anything you've seen on my channel you can purchase in my online store. Link, as always, is in the down bar below. Thank you so much for joining me. Do like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.